Did you know the day you bought your Ford truck, you signed away your Fourth Amendment rights, your face, your heartbeat, your private conversations, all of it, collected, stored, and handed directly to your insurance company, without you ever knowing. And if you get in an accident, your own truck testifies against you in court. It's all buried in the fine print, and we're reading it for you, right now. The ownership illusion. Let's start with a question that nobody at the dealership is going to ask you. When you buy a truck, when you hand over your money, sign your name, and drive off that lot, what exactly do you own? You own the steel. You own the engine. You own the seats and the tires and the bed. You own the physical object. That part is yours. But the truck you bought in 2024 is not just a physical object anymore. It's a connected device. It has cameras, it has sensors, it has microphones. It has a cellular connection that is live, right now, transmitting data to servers you will never see, in locations you will never know, under terms you almost certainly never read. And here's the brutal truth that Ford does not put on a billboard. The data that truck generates, your face, your eyes, your voice, your heart rate, your location, your driving behavior, your emotional state, that data does not belong to you. It belongs to Ford. And Ford has filed a series of patents that make it very clear exactly what they intend to do with it. Now, a patent is not a product, not yet, but a patent is a declaration of intent. It is a company standing up in front of the United States Patent and Trademark Office and saying, this is what we are building. This is where we are going. This is what we believe we have the right to do. And what Ford believes they have the right to do inside the cab of a truck with your name on the title should make every rancher, every farmer, every working man and woman in this country stop dead in their tracks. Because this is not about safety. It never was. This is about who owns the data. And right now, it is not you. Let's go through exactly what Ford filed, patent by patent, because the details matter, and the details are worse than you think. The patent that puts you in a criminal database. Ford patent serial number 0104469. Write that down. Look it up, because this one is not theoretical and it is not subtle. This patent describes a system that takes your biometric data, your face, your iris scan, your fingerprint, and runs it through a criminal database in real time while you are sitting in your own vehicle. Read that again. Before you shift into drive, before you have done a single thing wrong, before you have broken a single law, your truck is already running your face through a law enforcement database. And here is the part that Ford actually wrote into the patent application themselves. They described this technology as potentially useful for police. Ford wrote that. Not a critic, not a journalist, not someone trying to make Ford look bad. Ford's own legal team, in Ford's own patent filing, submitted to the United States government, described this system as a tool for law enforcement. So let's be honest about what that means. You wake up on a Tuesday morning, you walk out to your driveway, you climb into a vehicle with your name on the title, parked on property with your name on the deed. You haven't done anything. You haven't gone anywhere. You are sitting in your own truck, on your own land, at the start of an ordinary day, and your truck is already scanning your face, already checking your iris, already running your biometrics through a database, already deciding whether law enforcement needs to know you're there. Now, Ford will tell you this is about safety. They will tell you it's about preventing vehicle theft. They will tell you it's about making sure the right person is behind the wheel. But here is the question they cannot answer. Why does a safety system need access to a criminal database? Theft prevention doesn't require a criminal record check. Driver verification doesn't require an iris scan cross-referenced with law enforcement data. The only reason you build a system that checks a driver's biometrics against a criminal database is because you intend for that system to interact with law enforcement. Ford told you who this is for. They wrote it in the patent. You just didn't know you were buying a cop car. And for the ranchers and farmers watching this, think about what this means for your workers. Think about what this means for the people who drive your fleet vehicles. Think about what this means for anyone who has ever had any interaction with the legal system. An old charge, a dismissed case, a record that should have stayed in the past. Your truck doesn't know context. Your truck doesn't know the full story. Your truck just runs the scan, gets a result, and reports it. That is the system Ford filed a patent for. That is the system they intend to build. And that is the system that will be sitting in your driveway if nobody pushes back. If you're finding this information helpful, take 1 second to hit that like button and subscribe to help us reach 100,000 subscribers. Appreciate your support. Lip reading, sound waves, and the conversation they're recording. Let's talk about the lip reading patent, because this one doesn't get enough attention, and it should. Ford filed a patent for cameras inside the cab of their trucks that are trained on machine learning lip movement datasets. The system watches your mouth while you drive. It reads what you are saying, and it sends that data to the cloud. Not to a device in your truck, not to a system you can access or control, to a server somewhere you will never see, processed by an algorithm you will never audit, stored for as long as Ford decides to store it. Now, you might be thinking, okay, that's the camera. I can cover the camera. I can put a piece of tape over it. Ford thought of that. They also filed a patent for acoustic lip reading. This system emits inaudible sound waves inside the cab of the truck. Those sound waves bounce off your mouth and face, and the system reads the echoes to determine what you are saying. You cannot see it. You cannot hear it. You cannot cover it with tape. It is just happening. Silently, invisibly, continuously, every time you are inside that vehicle. And then there is the ad listening patent. This one monitors conversations between everyone inside the cab, not just the driver, everyone. And it uses those conversations to serve targeted advertisements based on what you and your passengers are talking about while you drive. Ford's own patent language, their words not mine, describes this as creating maximum opportunity for ad-based monetization. That is how Ford describes listening to your private conversations inside your own vehicle. And here is what makes this particularly outrageous. There is no description in the patent of how that conversation data is protected. No encryption standard, no retention limit, no access controls, nothing. They describe in detail how to collect it and monetize it. They say nothing about how to protect it. Because protecting it is not the point. Monetizing it is the point. So the next time you are in your truck talking to your wife about a medical issue, talking to your buddy about a business deal, talking to your kids about anything at all, understand that in a Ford vehicle equipped with these systems, that conversation is a product, and you are not the customer. You are the inventory. The kill switch. When your truck decides you can't drive. Now here's the one that hits different if you actually work with your truck. Ford has filed patents for a system that uses cameras and sensors inside the cab to monitor your physical and emotional state. And if that system determines that you are not fit to drive, your truck will not shift from park into drive. The truck decides, not you. Now Ford will frame this as a safety feature. They will say it prevents impaired driving. They will say it saves lives. And in a perfect world, with a perfect system, maybe that argument holds some water. But we do not live in a perfect world. And this is not a perfect system. Imagine this. There is an emergency on your ranch, an accident with equipment, something serious, something that requires you to move fast. You run to your truck, you jump in, your heart is pounding, your eyes are wide, your hands are shaking. Because there is an emergency, and that is how human beings respond to emergencies. And your truck won't move. Because the sensors detected elevated heart rate. Because the camera saw wide eyes and facial tension. Because the system interpreted a completely normal human stress response to a genuine emergency as evidence that you are unfit to drive. Your truck, the tool you depend on, the machine you bought to work with, is now actively working against you at the exact moment you need it most. And this is not hypothetical. Ford already has a system called telematics that allows fleet managers to pull live camera feeds from inside the cab of their vehicles in real time. The infrastructure already exists. The interlock behavior is already documented in Ford's own product materials. The kill switch patent is the next step, and the next step always comes. Now think about the people this hits hardest. Not the commuter sitting in traffic on a paved road. Not the suburban driver with a predictable routine. The rancher, the farmer, the contractor, the person whose entire livelihood depends on being able to get in their truck and go, fast, without hesitation, without asking permission from a sensor array designed by someone who has never set foot on a working ranch. These systems were not built for you. They were built by people who have never lived your life, never worked your land, and never needed a truck for anything more demanding than a trip to a parking garage. And they are making the rules for all of us. The data pipeline, from your truck to your insurance company. Let's follow the data, because this is where it gets real. Ford's telematics platform, which is not a patent, it is an actual live product right now, explicitly markets driver behavior data to insurance companies. That is not speculation. That is their marketing copy. They wrote it. They published it. They are proud of it. So here is the pipeline. Your truck collects data. Your face, your eyes, your heart rate, your lip movements, your conversations, your driving behavior, your location, your emotional state. That data goes to Ford's cloud. Ford has data agreements with insurance companies. Insurance companies access that data, and your premium, or your claim, gets decided based on what your truck reported about you. You do not get to see the report. You do not get to dispute the data. You do not get to explain the context. The data speaks, and the data is always admissible. Now add a legal scenario. You get into an accident. Law enforcement investigates. They subpoena the data from your vehicle, and suddenly, the 90 seconds before impact are reconstructed in perfect detail. Everything your truck recorded in those final moments before the crash. Your own truck takes the stand against you. And here is the part that makes this legally bulletproof for Ford and catastrophic for you. You agreed to it. Not in a conversation, not in a negotiation, in a terms of service agreement that appeared on a screen when you activated your connected vehicle features. A document written by lawyers, designed to be unreadable, buried under 40 pages of legal language with an agree button at the bottom. You clicked agree. You never thought of it as signing away your Fourth Amendment rights. You never thought of it as consenting to evidence collection. You just wanted the navigation to work, but that is how they got you. They did not search your vehicle. They did not need a warrant. They built a product that you cannot fully use without surrendering those rights. And then they called the surrender consent. Your name is on the title, but the data belongs to them. And the data is what matters now. Because in a courtroom, in an insurance office, in a law enforcement database, the data is the truth. And your truth is whatever your truck says it is. This is not a warning about the future. This is already inside the truck they're selling you today. Do you still trust the automakers? Or has the industry already gone too far? Drop it in the comments below. And if you found this information valuable, smash that like button and subscribe for more auto content. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next video.